Happy 2025, YouTube! I'm Gracie from Small Pine Crafts, and this is another crochet vlog. I hope everyone had or is still having a wonderful holiday season. I definitely ate entirely too much candy out of my stocking. In this video, I am going to go over 4 of my business goals for 2025 and work on clearing some low stock alerts from my website. And I need to get ready for Christmas because technically it hasn't been Christmas yet because I'm Eastern Orthodox, so Christmas isn't until January 7th. Let's grab these. Let's shake it up and use one of my prim hooks. I am going to start with crocheting some of these cotton scrunchies because they are the quickest and easiest to get out of the way. My goals for 2025 aren't too ambitious just because I do still work full-time and I have to get ready for my brother's wedding. I did still write a short list. Goal number 1, grow my YouTube channel. As of recording this video, I am currently at almost 450 subscribers. I'm not going to set some crazy goal like 10K by the end of the year. I think I would be happy with just 1,500 to start with by the end of the year. That's about bare minimum you need to fully be able to monetize and such. Not currently looking at it as like a way to make a ton of money, more like just funding my yarn habit and making friends. Also, I have been crocheting for about 25 years, so I have a lot of knowledge that I would like to share and pass on to the next generation of crafters. Goal number 2, get my scrap yarn under control. Most of my fellow fiber people are always like, oh, this is going to be the year I get my stash under control or I use up most of my stash, but honestly, my stash isn't that bad. I do a lot of shows and I'm pretty much always crocheting when I have free time, making things for a lot of people, so I usually have yarn going out and coming in at about the same speed, so my stash is fine. My scrap yarn though, yeah, it's a bit out of control. It's a lot. Like that sweater we made together in my last vlog, that barely put a dent in it. I've been crocheting for so long and my paternal grandmother was a prolific crocheter. So I've got scrap yarn going back years, scrap yarn that I inherited, scrap yarn that people just give to me, scrap yarn that I just inevitably end up generating myself. So if anyone watching this has any ideas for me, drop it in the comments below because this is one thing that really does need to be tackled this year. That's one scrunchie about done. Goal number 3, write and publish at least one crochet pattern. So fun fact about me, I have been crocheting for about 25 years now and I don't use patterns. I know how to read them and I have certainly made things before from other people's crochet patterns. But I usually just go off of my own notes and everything. The only time I ever actually use a pattern is just to get an idea of how something is constructed. I've just overwhelmingly preferred to do my own thing. As a result, I have literally years and years worth of notes and scribblings and ramblings and ravings of my own designs and almost everything I've made. Here's an example of a flower design I created sometime back when I was in high school. There's a blanket that I cut out of a magazine from the 80s. God, my handwriting is terrible. Socks, hats, scarf, blankets. Oh, here's a sweater I designed when I was in college. Slippers, scarf. The numbers I use for my raglan sweaters. I even wrote down a foot sizing guide. Didn't expect that one. So yeah, as you can see, I have a lot of stuff written down, and this year is probably the year that I should start translating all of my notes into standard pattern format and start releasing some of these patterns I've come up with over the years. The biggest obstacle I think I will face in writing a pattern is just the time commitment. As I said closer to the beginning of this video, I do work full-time, and honestly, writing a pattern takes a lot of time. There's converting my own raw notes. There's formatting, editing, taking pictures, fighting with technology, making sure everything fits the standards. I do actually have a background in editing. I was an editor at a literary journal before I became a teacher. But back then, I was working as part of a team, whereas in this case, it would only be me. So that's why the goal is going to be a very achievable one pattern written and published for this year. Goal number 4, crochet a full-sized granny square blanket. My brother is getting married this year, and he and his fiance have requested a large heirloom granny square blanket as a gift. I want to make it really big. I'm thinking something like 10 5-round granny squares by 12 5-round granny squares, which in total should be about this is embarrassing. Alexa, 120 granny squares. Don't make fun of me. I have dyscalculia. If I start now and make about 2 to 3 squares a day at least, that should give me plenty of time to get it done, plenty of buffer time if anything comes up, plenty of time to put them together, get it blocked, get it wrapped, take pictures, all that good stuff. So I think we will do 2 to 3 squares a day starting, we'll do it tomorrow. Let's get these low stock alerts cleared before we do any of that. So there you have it. Those are my 4 main crochet business goals for 2025. What are your goals for this year? Drop a comment down below about your goals. If you think I can do mine, if you want to make fun of me or whatever, don't actually make fun of me. That would make me sad. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post. And don't forget to check out my website, linked below in the description, smallpinecrafts.square.site, to see all of the wonderful things that I crochet. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.